So I wanted to get on here and talk about why women are really good at creating burned out and unhappy versions of themselves, and why it's so hard for women to really find the solution that allows them to create fitness and happiness in their life. And basically what it comes down to, because I went through the same exact thing, is that most people are creating unconsciously in their life, meaning that they are creating haphazardly, like they're not really clear about who they need to become in order to achieve the thing that they want, or they're not clear about what they actually want. So for example is, women are constantly doing diets when they say that they want to feel empowered around food. Well, diets won't create empowerment with food. They say that they want to be fit, but yet they are, every time it's time to work out or go for a walk, they're kind of dreading working out, or they can't wait to get the workout over with, or they're counting down the minutes till it's over, until they're almost done with their walk. And so it's not really, they're not becoming the person that they need to be. And so, that's the thing, is that if you are wanting to create a life or create a body and a life where you aren't bound to meal plans and macros and, workout plans, where you have freedom and you're fit and you're happy, and you feel good, most importantly, then you have to become that person. You have to embody the way that kind of person thinks, the way that they feel, the things that they do. So if you were to take basically a set of 100 women, 100 naturally fit women, you would notice, if you were around 100 naturally fit women that were actually naturally fit and happy, so not like they were just fit and they just walk around with a smile on their face, but really deep inside they're like a neurotic mess, because their entire life revolves around food and workouts and steps and all that bullshit. So if you actually took like women that were naturally fit and happy, you took 100 of them, you would notice that they all share very similar traits. They all think very similar. They feel similar ways about food and workouts and how and their schedule and how they treat themselves. And they all take very specific actions that are very similar. And you'll notice that if you take 100 women that are overworked, burned out, they're struggling, they're desperate to lose weight, they want to lose weight, but they're struggling to lose weight, and you'll notice that they are doing things that are very different. And those women are thinking very similar things. They're feeling certain ways about food and workouts. They're taking certain actions. So, for example, naturally fit women, when it comes to fitness, and movement and exercise and stuff, they actually genuinely enjoy the process. Like, they actually enjoy the feeling, the sensation, the feeling of like the sensations that you feel when you work out. They enjoy the burn. They enjoy the feeling of the contracting muscles when they lift. They enjoy the lungs like expanding and closing when they're pushing hard in their aerobic workouts. They enjoy just the burn in their muscles. Like, they see that as like just like life. It feels like they feel alive. They enjoy feeling strong, and they look forward to it. And so what happens is, passion fuels them, joy fuels them, enthusiasm, love fuels them to get their workouts in, as opposed to women that are dieting and, that are like trying to lose weight as opposed to enjoying being fit. They're focused on the way that they think when they're in the gym is, first off, they're like, oh, I gotta work out. I have to work out, but I don't feel like it, but I have to. They think thoughts like, gosh, this is going to feel so hard. Man, how many more minutes are left? How many calories am I burning? Did I burn enough calories today? Did I do enough? And it's like they just try to get through their workouts. They just try to get this stuff checked off the list. And so as a result, they don't enjoy the process, and so because they don't enjoy the process, they create this really just negative relationship with the gym, where it just doesn't feel good to go. It doesn't sound fun. It doesn't It sounds hard. Like, and anytime something sounds hard, like none of us want to do that shit, right? And so that's like a very distinct difference between trying to lose weight versus being naturally fit, you know, and it's about embodying these qualities. Same goes with food. You know, like naturally fit or naturally thin women, they enjoy a particular feeling in their stomach. They value feeling good, you know, they value feeling light in the stomach, and they enjoy kind of having an empty stomach. They don't want to feel stuffed. They don't want to feel full. And because of that, because they value feeling good, that directs the foods that they choose and how much they eat and when they eat. So they don't like go to food, you know, anytime that they're bored. They wait till they're actually hungry. And they eat when they're hungry, and they eat until they're satisfied and not stuffed, instead of being stuffed, you know. And they really listen. They listen to what they're craving, and they allow themselves to follow their cravings, as opposed to women who are trying to lose weight. You know, they're going to think different things. Like, they're going to think things like, how much should I eat? When should I eat? You know, how many macros? And like, they're constantly living in a place of fear. Like, did I eat too much? Oh, I can't eat that. And then like, because they're forbidding the food, when they do come around foods that they really enjoy, like good tasting foods, like high flavorful foods, they kind of go out of control. They can't control themselves because they don't allow it, you know? So it's like, you know, they have that feeling of like, I have to have it all right now because I don't know when I'm going to have another chance. So, whereas like, you know, naturally thin women, they think things like, you know, am I hungry? What am I hungry for? How hungry am I? How do I feel? What food is going to support me best? What food is going to nourish me best? What food will support the way that I want to feel today, or the activities that I'm going to do today? You know, they think from a feeling space of wanting to feel good, whereas people who are trying to lose weight, they come from a place of, you know, what's going to help me lose the most amount of weight and in the quickest amount of time. And as a result, it's not sustainable, you know? So, and then when it comes to self-care, this is another big one. Like, women that naturally fit women, they're going to take care of themselves a certain way. Like, they value feeling good. And they understand that when I feel good, it's such a gift for me to bring my peace of mind, my joy, my vitality to the people in my life. You know, so they think things like, I come first. I make sure I take care of myself because I love myself. I'm deserving of love and care. You know, and they make sure that they set aside time to take care of themselves, and they make sure like they don't find themselves doing things in order to like feel enough, you know. Whereas women who struggle to take care of themselves, usually the root is like a lack of self-worth or a lack of self-love, you know. So they find themselves constantly doing things, constantly needing to accomplish things, like check off all their to-do lists, and they think things like, you know, I have to get it all done before I can relax. You know, I have to do it all. Nobody else is going to do it. So like, and they don't put themselves first. You know, they think that, rest has to be earned, and, you know, they find themselves overworking at their job. They're working, you know, 50, 60 hours a week because they feel like a need to prove something, either to their clients or to their boss, or they've got to prove that they're a hard worker, they're enough. So they got to prove their worth. And so that needing to prove and constantly do and constantly check things off and constantly be busy is literally, it's taking all their energy and all their time that they could be pouring into themselves, you know. So it's like they're seeking their love from things outside of themselves. They're making their self-love dependent on, you know, how much they do or for others, or how much they get done, or how much money they make, or whatever. So what I'm saying is that there's a certain, like, being fit, you have to embody the qualities of a naturally fit person, you know, and that means the way that you think, the way that you feel, the actions that you take. It's an internal alignment. And if you don't make that shift, then you'll never create sustainable fitness. You'll always play the yo-yo game. You'll always play the dieting game. And it's going to be very difficult, very challenging, and definitely not enjoyable. So it's an inner game more than anything else. And yet so many women are forcing themselves to make it an outer game. You know, they're forcing themselves to follow a certain diet, to follow macro plans, to, you know, follow certain workouts. And as a result, because they're not, you know, because they don't have that love, really, their love for working out, their love for themselves, wanting to feel good, because that's not their driver, you know, instead self-hate is their driver, then it's just, the whole thing is very, very difficult. So I just wanted to share, like, there's a complete difference between the naturally fit people and women that are struggling to lose weight or struggling to be fit or struggling to be happy. And they tend to be the overworkers, the macro obsessive counters, the step counters, right? They're constantly tracking their So, and the thing is that you probably don't even know how you should be thinking and feeling differently, because like you don't know how to be like a naturally fit person because you don't hang out with those kind of people. You know, women who are burned out, overworked, and they obsess over macros and steps and workout plans. They tend to hang out with other women that are just like that. So it just kind of supports that way of being. And then, you know, you guys just all spin together. You know, like those burned out, overworked, you know, women, they don't hang out with women that really take care of themselves and really value themselves, you know, that come from a place of love, you know, just because it just, it doesn't resonate, you know, those two vibrations don't resonate. So this is the internal shift that you have to make. And this is the shift that I'm teaching at the Naturally Fit Retreat. Like, I'm teaching and training a small group of women on how to make this internal shift so that you enjoy your workouts more, so you truly drive from a place of love, so that you eat better naturally without a meal plan, without macros, without any of that crap. You don't have to track steps or any of that stupid shit. And you learn how to take care of yourself from a place of self-love, from a place of, you know, I'm worth taking care of, you know, I'm deserving of love and care just like everybody else is, right? I deserve to take good care of myself just like everybody else deserves to feel good, right? I deserve to feel good. But we have to train that way of being, because there's a lot of crap that's standing in your way from actually taking that embodiment on. So anyway, so this is the training that we're going to be up to at the Naturally Fit Retreat, so that you go home completely different person and don't have to do diets or macros or any of that stuff again. And you can start to become, your body will start to lean out naturally. You can start to become fit naturally. So if you're interested, definitely send me a message. There's only I think there's 1 day left to register. We're going to close it down tomorrow night at midnight. And there's only a handful of spots left. So just either reach out to me or click the link in my bio to learn more. All right, guys. Hope you learned something and have a very awesome day. Much love.